Hill, fronting on Rockside Road.
Council is now open to the audience. First row.
Just miscellaneous, right?
Yes, miscellaneous comment. Anyone you want to talk about?
Tom Jarrett, Crescent Ridge Drive. During caucus, I tried to question finance director. I was prevented from doing that. I'm very concerned about the security of resident personal information in the city of Seven Hills. We've just seen a police report that indicates that former Councilman Matt Trafis actually tried to coerce finance department personnel into manufacturing a public document. There's a parallel here to what we're seeing in Washington and FISA courts, and the important thing is that you're not supposed to spy on U.S. citizens. Sure as hell not supposed to spy on Seven Hills residents. If there isn't a policy in place in the finance department that says nobody gets personal information without a court order or something like that if necessary, then that certainly should be in place. Because that information, it might include a social security number. You don't know. You have finance people making calls. There should be a policy in place that addresses this. And that same police report says that Law Director Pignatiello may have told ex-Councilman Trafis to make a public document request. Same thing for the assistant law director. May have told Trafis to make that request. And if he really did that, he ought to just resign. There's no value. There's no value if you encourage that behavior. And that's going to try to be his excuse for doing it. Mr. Pignatiello said it was okay. He already said it. His attorneys already said it.
Say it was a public record.
All I know is what the police report said, and you said in the police report that you may have told him to make a public document request.
We immediately looked into it and found it wasn't a public record. Immediately.
There's been such strange stuff coming out of law, I don't get it at all. But this needs to be addressed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Earl. Second row. Reports and communication from the Mayor and Safety Director.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Just very briefly. Since the question came up, I have been very reticent to comment at all about the recent controversies which Mr. Jarrett's referred to, and I will continue to not comment. However, since the question was raised, I just want to assure our residents, everybody here, everybody watching, that we do have a policy in place in the finance department. It's actually state law, and that policy is that confidential information is to be protected and it's not to be released. We don't know what happened here. This is still a matter for others to decide what occurred. But I will assure Mr. Jarrett and anybody else interested that I will certainly be looking into the matter. And any problems that we can identify there will certainly be addressed, but be assured there's a state law in effect and we do protect the private information there. With regard to the comments